Happy Tuesday and welcome back to the second episode of this Tincho Sports trilogy. So this is your host, Tincho Sports. Second episode of the trilogy today. Yesterday I gave you guys a recap of everything that happened in soccer this past weekend. Now today I'm going to recap every game of the NFL season from this past week 11. So without further ado, let's give this a shot. The Seahawks and Cardinals kicked off week 11 with the NFC West rivalry game. The Seahawks regained control of the division with a 28-21 win. The Cardinals' run game was held at less than 60 yards. Russell Wilson completed 23 of his 28 passing attempts along with 2 touchdowns in Seattle's win. Steelers remained undefeated by thumping the Jaguars 27-3. Despite being 10-0, the Steelers have only won 3 games by double digits. The Jaguars' Jake Luton was picked off 4 times in a difficult day at the office. Panthers shut out the Lions 20-0 in a battle for a wild card spot. Despite throwing 2 interceptions, Philip Walker threw for 258 yards and a touchdown. Have a game, Deshaun Watson. Watson throws for 344 yards and 2 touchdowns, and on top of that, he added a rushing touchdown. Cam Newton had 40 passing attempts, which is ridiculous considering the Patriots have no receivers. In an AFC wildcard matchup, the Titans put away the Ravens 30-24 in overtime. Derrick Henry ran for 133 yards, making it the 7th game of the season he rushes for more than 100 yards. With the loss, the Ravens moved to 3rd place in AFC North and currently sit just outside of the playoffs. The Ravens' divisional rivals, the Cleveland Browns, beat the confusing Eagles 22-17 and improved to 7-3. Nick Chubb rushed for 114 yards and Kareem Hunt rushed for the Browns' only offensive touchdown of the game. No Drew Brees, no problem. The Saints remain undefeated in divisional games with 24-28 win over the Falcons. Taysom Hill threw for 233 yards and rushed for 2 touchdowns. Alvin Kamara added the cherry on top with a rushing touchdown of his own. The Washington football team beats the Bengals 20-9. Joe Burrow went down in the 3rd quarter with a gruesome knee injury which has him out for the remainder of the season. Chargers finally close out a game. They beat the winless Jets 34-28 with a breakout game from Justin Herbert. The Chargers quarterback threw for 363 yards and 3 touchdowns as the Chargers get their 3rd win of the season. Broncos make Tua's life miserable as they beat the Dolphins 20-13. The Dolphins were held to just 3 points in the second half while Melvin Gordon ran for 2 touchdowns. Cowboys finally back in the win column with a 31-28 win against the Vikings. Despite the loss, Kirk Cousins went off throwing for 314 yards and 3 touchdowns. The loss against the Cowboys make the Vikings' playoffs hopes even slimmer. Colts get a massive win against Aaron Rodgers and the Packers to stay tied for 1st place in the AFC South. Both Aaron Rodgers and Phillip Rivers had 3 touchdown passes, but it was a late field goal in overtime that gave the Colts a win. The Chiefs and Raiders met on Sunday Night Football with the hopes of giving us a thrilling game. Raiders took a lead late in the game, but the best quarterback in the league marched his team down the field for the game-winning drive as the clock expired. The Rams closed out Week 11 with a win against the Bucs on Monday Night Football. Jared Goff had a very Jared Goff-like game with 376 yards and 3 touchdowns sprinkled in with 2 interceptions. The Rams' 27-24 win propelled them to a virtual tie for 1st place in the NFC West. That was a lot of recapping for you guys. Covered every game from Week 11 in the NFL season. What did you guys think? How did your favorite team do this week? Let me know in the comment section below. Do you guys like these type of videos every week, every Monday, every Tuesday? Let me know. Shoot me a message. Let me know what you guys think. So guys, thanks for rocking with me. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for any new videos that come up. Subscribe to my socials. As always, guys, see you guys next time.